What do you think of when you hear of a pharmacist in the industry? For me, it's being a key player in the delivery of life-changing drugs to the patients. I'm responsible in providing strategies and operational directions to expedite the delivery of a pharmaceutical product to patients in need, while working within regulations.
People always ask me why I chose pharmacy, and I tell you that it's my commitment to patient-centered care. Leading a team of pharmaceutical marketers and market access managers, we develop marketing and access strategies and initiatives in various pharmaceutical portfolios. That is to ensure as many patients benefit from our revolutionary innovations within J&J.
Inspiring, intriguing, and invigorating is how I will describe my 2.5 years in the pharmaceutical industry. My role in Johnson & Johnson is to ensure that our product is safe to be used and administered by patients and consumers by continuously monitoring all safety events experienced by the patient and consumer.
The pharmacy training was definitely rigorous, but having that background in pharmacy such as pharmacology and pharmacokinetics definitely gave me a significant advantage working in the industry. The hard-earned knowledge during my university years gave me the competencies and agility to help my team excel.
Besides the technical knowledge, it is the grind and the rigor of the pharmacy curriculum that has really prepared me for a career in the industry. Regulatory affairs require me to go through intricacies of the drug approval processes that have to dissect numerous documents and guidelines, be it quality guidelines or clinical guidelines. It's not an easy process. But having gone through the equally, if not more rigorous process that is the pharmacy curriculum, I was more than prepared.
As a hospital pharmacist previously, I work alongside with other healthcare professionals to ensure the best treatment care for the patient. As a hospital pharmacist as well, we have direct patient touch where we actually get to dispense and counsel the patients on the use of the drug, potential side effects, and how to manage them. In my current role, I get to see how the safety information from the drug company actually impacts the public's health and how safety events are being monitored and actioned. This shows that every one of us plays a huge part in protecting patients' health and ensuring that our products are safe to be used.
Is this a good time to be in pharmacy? Absolutely, there's no better time. With the world's aging population, declining fertility rate, Singapore is not spared. More people are going to experience age-related health complications, thus leading to higher healthcare consumption. This is where pharmacists can create optimal value together with our healthcare partners.
This is where we, as pharmacists in the industry, comes in. The pharmacy degree is a really versatile degree as we are able to provide both direct as well as indirect patient care. There are a lot of areas where we are able to contribute in healthcare, such as my role in pharmacovigilance, where we assess the safety of our products to ensure that the products have its benefit more than risk to the patient and consumer out there. With these opportunities in the industry, I believe pharmacy is a promising field where we are able to play our part in public's health.
To the budding pharmacists out there, always remember this. We are in the healthcare sector. We provide healthcare to our patients. Our utmost responsibility is to the patient who we served, right? It's always important to put the patients in the center. Even in the capacity of an indirect patient care provider, decisions that we make always revolves around the patient's best interest. Always think of how the decisions that we make today can benefit the patients of tomorrow. I'm fortunate to be working with J&J where we live by our credo. So our credo is not only a moral compass, it is also a recipe for business success. The very first sentence of our credo reminds us that our first responsibility is to our patients who use our products. Whenever I'm faced with tough decisions at work, I would always come back to the credo to remind myself of the values.
I always look back to my time as a young pharmacist and think about what I could have done better. So I would tell the budding young pharmacist this. Firstly, get a good mentor. Right? Follow somebody who can teach you what to do in your career, in your life. Right? Whatever you learn from NUS Pharmacy is very important, but soft skills are just as important, or not more important. The importance of communication is one aspect that I cannot emphasize enough. In the future, when you're working in a hospital or in a community pharmacy, you have to communicate to your patient to make sure they follow your instruction to take the medication properly. You will have to communicate to other healthcare professionals, like the doctors or the nurses, to come up with the best care plan for your patients. In pharmaceutical industry, like in Johnson & Johnson, we have so many different arms coming together to deliver pharmaceutical innovation to the patient. And that's where communication is really important. How can a marketer communicate his or her ideas with medical affairs to the sales team, to the management? How can the sales rep communicate our clinical findings to the doctors who prescribe the drugs to the patient to bring the optimum outcome that our medication can bring to the patient?